Hey everybody, Brian Tro coming to you from Mossy Creek Fly Fishing with a fly fishing forecast update. The date for today is Thursday, September 26th. So we've gotten really wet all of a sudden. Started with a tropical storm a few weeks back, then we got dry again, then we had some more tropical weather come in, and we've had 2 or 3 storms back to back here in the last week or so. So I'm going to kind of walk you through anybody who's thinking about heading out fishing today, tomorrow, this weekend, before our next fishing forecast. Hopefully this will help you out because we've had a lot of calls and folks asking for updates. So here's the deal. It kind of depends on where you are in the Shenandoah Valley, but all of the major streams flowing off the Blue Ridge to the east out into the Piedmont, particularly further south areas near Afton Mountain, down in Nelson County, Albemarle County. These places have had tons and tons of rain. Some of the mountains in the Blue Ridge got 4 and 5 inches of rain last week, and then also got 3-4 inches last night. So some of the streams over there are at flood stage, or they're going to be going past flood stage if they haven't gotten there yet. So if you're looking to brook trout fish anytime in the next few days up in the mountains, as of right now, the water that we're sure of that you can get onto and safely wade and have some success will be to our west of Harrisonburg here. So the Alleghenies haven't gotten nearly as much rain, so North River, Upper, Skidmore Fork, places like that. They're in pretty good shape. You know, most of the drainages here in the valley got like 1 inch last weekend and then got like close to 1 inch last night. And so it's had time to go in, and those high mountain streams are actually fishable. So what's coming could change that though. So the hurricane that's coming up from the south that everybody's got their eye on right now, the same thing's gonna happen. The east facing slopes, particularly in the Blue Ridge, are gonna get hammered with rain again. It looks like it's gonna be harder and harder to find good fishable water even here in the Shenandoah Valley this weekend. We've got guides out on the spring creeks this morning. Mossy's dirty. Some of the other spring creeks are dirty. Not beyond fishable dirty, but if you like dry fly fishing, if you like nymph fishing, it's going to be a no-go. This is more like pushing streamers through heavy, muddy water, which we haven't gotten to do or enjoy for quite some time. But Mossy is definitely dirty today, and it generally clears up relatively fast. However, if we get another 1 inch or 2 or 3 tomorrow, it's going to stay muddy or get even dirtier into this weekend. So I guess for where we're at right now, the larger streams, the James River, the Shenandoah River, the North Fork, the South Fork, they are going through the roof. They're going straight up. The larger trout streams to our south and east, the South River, straight up. They're huge, okay? Some of the smaller mountain trout streams to our west, the brook trout streams, are still fishable currently. And some of the spring creeks here are dirty, but fishable. So that's kind of where we're at heading into tomorrow. Tomorrow is where things get really iffy. We could get 1/2 inch of rain here in the valley, or we could get 3 inches of rain. And that will make a really big difference on if there's anything fishable left. Of course, there's always places that you can fish. There's always lakes, Elkhorn Lake, Switzer Lake, places like that. But for those of you who are looking to get out and fish this weekend, things are gonna be dicey. Some of the spots are already a no-go, all right? And that's kind of what I'm trying to help you all with this quick update. Also, just for the future, this bodes really, really well. We've had, as most of you know, a very, very extremely droughty summertime. And how you get out of drought is not just one big shot of rain like we had a few weeks back, but it's to keep getting these storms and have a little bit of time in between for the water to soak in. So here we are into September, about to head into October. Lots of things happen this time of year. All the farmers stop irrigating, water usage goes down, sun angle's lower, number of hours in the day is lower, so there's less evaporation, and all the leaves are going to stop drawing as much water. because they're going to be dropping leaves and they don't suck up as much water out of the ground. So our water table rebounds this time of year, and in addition to that, we keep getting this tropical weather, and that's going to bode really well for fishing this fall. A lot of our falls are really, really dry and can lead to limited fishing. You know, we're going to lose some of our warm water fishing. The bass fishing is going to wrap up here really, really soon. And if this water stays high for the next couple weeks and then it gets cold, it may be close to being done for the better part of the fishing. So we kind of lose the bass fishing. And then we've got, you know, roughly 3 weeks or so before our brook trout really start pairing up and spawning. So I would say to all you folks who love brook trout fishing, watch these creeks. If they aren't fishable right now, they should be in a few days or into next week. They should be quite good. Those fish are going to eat really, really hard. They have a lot of pressure on their bodies this time of year to put on weight, especially coming out of a low water summer. They've got to put on weight so that they can spawn, you know, the hens are producing egg, etc. And then that gets finished and they go straight into winter. So they got like 3 weeks, just like the squirrels. They got to collect nuts before winter. And if you get out there, it can be really, really good. In addition to that, the state is going to start their stocking program for October. That's when the state gets out. As many of you know, in years past when we were quite dry, their hands are tied. They're pretty, you know, they'll stock ponds and lakes, but they just have to wait for their water levels to come up. They will not throw fish into delayed harvests and streams that just aren't suitable. And looks like if we keep getting this rain and have more, that's not going to be as much of a problem this year. They should be able to get out there in full force and have plenty of water to stock in your, you know, your favorite put and take stream or your favorite special rag or delayed harvest should get opened up earlier and fish better for it. So all good things. That's money in the bank. But for our friends in the Southern Appalachians and further south in Florida, this looks like it's going to be a pretty nasty one, and we'll just see how much of it makes its way here into the Shenandoah Valley. But as of right now, we're flooded currently before that storm even arrives in many cases. So feel free to give the shop a call. We're here, we're busy answering the phones, and you know, if you need to stop by or whatever, give us a call and we'll find some water for you and hopefully save you a drive if you're trying to come up, you know, looking around for a safe place to wade or some water that's not too murky or dirty. So, all right, hope this update helps, and we will see you all again on Monday. Thank you.